Alrighty, y'all. So we're back here on our Nikkei Evangelion collab with the new Asuka Willy. I don't know. Is it Willy or Wee? I don't know. I'm just gonna say Willy. But we are doing the Overload showcase for Asuka Willy, and we have a few more showcases for her. We should also are probably gonna do showcases with the old characters as well, since they are summonable, and a lot of people are able to get them as well. So expect that within like either today or tomorrow's videos, or in a few days videos. But shout outs to my boy. Hold on, I need shout out to my boy Polak, right? And shout out to my boy Polak. He did end up getting one dupe of Asuka and also pulling giving her overload gear. Not leveled up overload gear, but just having overload gear is good because you get all these additional stacks. So where he ended up getting ammo capacity, crit rate, hit rate, elemental damage, which is good, crit damage right there, elemental damage and ammo capacity, and then ammo capacity and attack. So pretty good rolls, I would say, right? Are they the best rolls? Of course not, but some of these are actually very good rolls for this Asuka, right? So this is the team we're running: Rouge, Noir, Crown, and Naga, and then obviously Asuka Willy. The reason why I'm running Asuka Willy with Noir is because Noir does give more ammo capacity, and then obviously reload speed from Crown is very good for this character, right? The whole point of what I want to do is when we get into our burst skill, I want us to have unlimited bullets practically, right? Being able to get this 343 additional damage attack. I want that to be going on during the entire full burst. So let's go ahead and try it out, see what the damage is looking like. Our level on this account is lower, so the damage output might be lower than what it was in yesterday's video with scope lock on. That's just obvious, but let's see. Elemental damage, ammo capacity, some attack rolls. Like, I feel like the overload gear, the ones that he got maybe his first try, are very, very good, right? But yeah, if you don't already know what Asuka does, she's very, very powerful. Her whole kit revolves around her burst skill. She gives herself reload, you know, to magazines. She does lower the actual attack damage multiplier on her normal attack when you enter her burst skill, but she gives herself an attack damage buff, an attack buff. She does have damage dealt increase to the enemy when you're using her burst skill. She does deal additional damage that does stack based on the actual stack count of the AT field, right? She gives herself an additional attack damage buff. Her heating up speed for 3 seconds when like you're in this annihilation state does go down by 100%, but she clears ammo. Very, very good character. Like, I would say she's a very good character, but let's take a look and see what we're working with right here, right? Okay, so Rouge, go ahead, use your burst skill, right? Obviously, Crown, you use your burst skill. And then Asuka Willy uses her burst skill. I didn't even see what the damage was at first, though. It's fine. We are at 5.4 million, right? We're at 5.4 million right now, and we're going up to casual, okay, 3.8 million, okay, whatever. 3.4 million casual as additional damage, and we have, like, we're not reloading this entire burst skill. So 5.1 million to 52 million. I feel like that could be way higher. It's just probably because the actual character account level, like, mind you, these characters are level 300 and something, right? Which I would say is pretty good, right? Even here, when we're not using her burst skill, to do 1 million damage, like, just for free, every 50 normal attacks with a machine gun is crazy. Mind you, this character has over 1,000 bullets with this team, so we're at 82 million, right? And you guys can see, like, these crits are going crazy. 3.7 million on a crit, 3.6 million on a crit there. Yeah, 82 million to 125 million. Is she a powerhouse? Yeah. Is she like the strongest swing character in the game? No, but I would say she's actually a very good DPS, right? Mind you, her partner, which is Ray, I don't even want to say it's her partner, because like when I think of a partner, right, I think of joint combination, right? Obviously, Ray buffs up Asuka, but Ray is only able to buff up Asuka because of what Asuka does, right? It's not like when I can think of Blanc and Noir, right? Blanc buffs up Noir and Noir buffs up Blanc, right? But you need them both on the same team to be able to buff each other and the entire team, right? When it comes to Ray and Asuka, Ray is only buffing up Asuka and requires Asuka to be able to buff up Asuka, because that makes sense. Obviously, she only buffs up Asuka. So it's like, I don't know if I would, like, I don't know if I want to wait to see like what Asuka, or wait to rank Asuka in like with Rey, or if we should just rank her by herself without Rey. I think it should be by herself, but obviously Rey is a big factor in her kit, right? I'm sorry, but Rey's whole purpose in this game is specifically for this Asuka, and it's like, it's a bit silly not to rank it. I don't know, it's kind of like, I don't know, but you guys let me know. But her damage output, I would say, is pretty good. I would say really, if you like actually sit down and consider the win DPS characters we have in today, like the win characters we have today, right? If you sit down and think about it, this is a very good move because we don't have that many good win DPSs, right? The only good win DPS we have is Scarlet Black Shadow, right? Mana to an extent, right? Don't get me wrong, if you give Mana Overload gear and give her elemental damage, you're gonna see her pop off, right? My Mana always pops off in Kraken, right? But we don't have that many good win DPSs. So in terms of win DPSs, this character might be the second best win DPS in Nikke. Hence why I made a video as to saying she might be a must-have collab, because I'm not expecting us to get a win DPS after like this for a long time, because before these characters we had, you know, Anchor and Master or whatever, but we just have Mana as well. Mana was a burst 3 attacker as well. Like, they've been dropping a lot of burst 3 wind attackers, so I don't expect us to get another one for quite some time. But yeah, if you actually sit down and think about win DPSs, Asuka might be the second best, right? It's just how it is. 433 million though. That's what I like though, because my thing is, yesterday with the Scope Lock, you know, level 400, core 7, 10, that, like, this number is higher than that, and this is like technically a lower build because it's level 302 with 444. We just have overload gear this time. So yeah, had this been equivalent to that in terms of just level, yeah, she would have popped off even more. She would have popped off way more, right? And mind you, we could have her damage go higher. I'm running a team like this. If I took Noir off and I put a team like this with Scarlet Black Shadow, and then I put like Litter on the team or some shit, sorry for my language, this right here will be crazy. Like, I could probably get Polak to #1 in his guild. Let's try it, right? Overload gear with like a lot more buffs from, you know, Litter. I only have Naga on this team, specifically for Crown and obviously Asuka, because they're machine gun characters, and the core actually matters here. Like, you can see the core hits are guaranteed for machine gun characters practically, right? They're practically guaranteed. So with someone like Naga, who's buffing up core damage by a lot for having a shield on her, it really helps out Asuka's damage, and it really does help out you know, Crown's damage. And then also someone like Scarlet, who does get core hits as well. Like, everybody can get core hits, but like machine gun characters just you can see there's no white, no gold, it's all red numbers. That's core hits they're getting, right? 48 million. I didn't see the actual start number, right? But 48 million to what? 78 million. I think it was a bit lower than that. I clicked on the number when it was actually a bit lower, but it's fine. It's still very powerful in my opinion, right? The thing is, Rey really helps out this Asuka with one specific part of her kit, which is this. Where is it? What is that part? What's that part of the kit? This right here. The anti-AT field damage taken increased by 0.6% for 30 seconds. That stacks up to 30 times. Rey helps out a lot with that because she has an effect that just gives you 10 stacks for AT field or whatever it is, right? So yeah, the only thing is I can't really see on this enemy how much it is, because it's not going to show us the stacks of damage taken on the enemy. Like, the enemy has that on the enemy. We won't know the actual full stack amount for that. So it's just like, it is what it is, right? But Rey helps out with that a lot. All right, let's take a look at something real quick. So we're at 123 million. Okay, now we can see. Okay, we're gonna have our we're gonna have to reload. I think we're gonna have to reload. Yeah, we gotta reload. It's fine. 121 million to 164 million. Yeah, pretty good. Like, she's going up by 40 million per burst skill, but this is like a lower level Asuka. So it's like, for me, that's actually pretty good. And then again, if I'm just considering win DPS, is that she is technically the second best, strongest win DPS in the game, right? I mean, from the top of my head, I don't think like Mana is stronger than this character. And I don't know any other win DPS after Mana and Scarlet. Like, that is actually good, because the only one that come to mind is D or freaking Panel, or you know what I mean? These are characters who are garbage. 100%. They're just garbage. So I'm not really sure on what win DPS comes to mind. Okay, but yeah, you can see even to Scarlet, right? The Scarlet and Asuka are very close together, right? And his Scarlet is way more powerful than the Asuka. Polak Scarlet is way more powerful than the Asuka, right? So you can see, like, that's good, like somewhat of a good comparison to show you how good Asuka is, right? Obviously, when, you know, Scarlet uses her burst skill, that she's giving herself a massive boost, but by the time Asuka ends with her burst skill, she's quite close, right? 269 million all the way to, what is it? 269 million to what? 340 million, right? And then Scarlet's at 292 million. So like Asuka's gonna be very close, right? Very close, which is good, right? And mind you, her best partner is not here, which would be Ray. So it is what it is, but I think Asuka's a great character. I think because she's a collab character and she is another very good win DPS, she should be a character you must have. And then I feel like if you are going to be using her for your Kraken team and it's still going to be Scarlet and her, then I don't know how much I would say you need to have Ray, because I just don't see a team where Ray is able to fit there, because then I'm switching off Mana for Ray, and I'm not going to put Ray to just buff up Asuka for Kraken when I could put Mana on the team, right? But you guys can see 1.3 billion, sure. 424 million, 500 million for Scarlet, 424 million for Asuka. Pretty good in my opinion, right? And I don't even know what the build is on the Scarlet. Let's take a look, right? Both of them have one dupe. Overload gear, full level 5, 1077, and then this cube right here, right? So you guys can kind of see that's the comparison, right? Very good in my opinion. But I do want to see something before I end this video, just so I'm not mistaken. But if I go to win burst 3 DPS, right? Or just win in general, who's a better DPS than her besides Scarlet? Nobody. Noir, no. Sakura, no. And there's probably more characters that just like Polak just doesn't have. I'm just gonna go take a quick look, right? But from what I'm basically getting at is, yeah, just win DPS, I guess. Win DPS, doesn't matter what their class is. Yeah, I think she's the second best win DPS in the game. Right, so yeah, you guys let me know what you think about Miss Asuka Willy here. But would you give her overload gear? I would say it's worth it, and she has a collection item as well. Does Scarlet have a collection item? Because collection items give a big boost as well, and of course she does. So yeah, you guys let me know what you think. I think she's pretty good, but you guys let me know what you think. It's your boy ZXS, I'm out. Peace.